Our memory is funny. A few times I've featured a song that I've remembered as being huge in the 80s, only to have my viewers tell me that they remember a different song as being that artist's biggest hit. And so it was when I started looking into this week's Song of the Day. My memory of it was that this was way up in the charts and played constantly, whereas in reality, it never made the top 20 here in Australia. Still, if my foggy memory can actually recall it, I'm sure all you 80s aficionados will too. And if you don't know the song, I'm about to introduce you to something really special. I'm talking about Tanita Tikaram and her 1988 single, Twist in My Sobriety.
Look, my eyes are just holograms. Look, your love has drawn red from my hands. From my hands, you know you'll never be more than twist in my sobriety. More than twist in my sobriety.
So, grab a good book and your travelling shoes as we take a look at this week's 80s Song of the Day. This week we have another one of my shooting stars, artists that burn brightly for one or two songs but never reach those dizzying heights of stardom ever again. Tanita Tikaram is a British singer-songwriter famed for her soulful voice and poetic lyrics, with a unique background and family history that contributed to her distinctive cross-cultural perspective and sound. Born in 1969 in Munster, Germany, her dad was an Indo-Fijian British Army officer, while her mum is Malaysian. And it's no surprise then that Tikaram is multilingual and has taken musical influences from many cultures. Her father's military career meant the family moved several times, and that meant that she spent her early years in Germany, moved around, and then eventually settled in Basingstoke, England, during her early teens. She's the younger sister of actor Ramon Tikaram and great-niece of Sir Moti Tikaram, Fiji's first Lord Chief Justice. She's described her childhood as deeply healthy. She didn't watch much television and spent ample time outdoors. All us fellow Gen Xers will relate, left to fend for ourselves in the woods and only told, come back home when the streetlights come on. She was exposed to an eclectic mix of music with artists like Anne Murray and Don Williams influencing her songwriting style. Her debut album Ancient Heart was produced by Rod Argent and Peter Van Hook and released in September 1988 when she was just 19 years old, with Twist in My Sobriety becoming her most recognised song. The lyrics have confused some listeners who equate sobriety with not drinking alcohol. The reality is that sobriety as it's used here means a quiet, serious demeanour. The twist in it is an emotional complication or unexpected feelings that disrupts that solemnity. Tikaram herself stated the song reflects a sense of disturbance and coldness that she experienced at the age of 18. The lyrics evoke a mood of not feeling connected, being unmoved by things around you, and struggling to understand the world at that transformative stage of life.
Up in arms and chasing home, all God's children took their toll. Look, my eyes are just holograms. Look, your love has drawn red from my hands, from my hands.
The track features a melancholy oboe played by Malcolm Messiter, and the award-winning music video was filmed in Bolivia, which apparently was chosen for its dusty and moody landscape. The first line of the song, All God's Children Need Travelling Shoes, is a reference to a book by Maya Angelou, and other lyrical motifs such as hologram eyes and wrung red hands are meant to evoke feelings of absence and individual struggle rather than the literal interpretation. Twist in My Sobriety was a moderate hit in the UK, reaching number 22 on the UK singles chart in 1988. In Australia, it peaked at number 23 in April of 1989, and it's considered Tikaram's most memorable song here, with a chart run of 18 weeks. And maybe that's why I remember it as a successful song. Not that it rose to dizzying chart heights, but that it stayed around for over 4 months. In the USA, it reached number 25 on the Billboard Modern Rock chart, her only US chart entry, but it was a huge success in Europe, reaching number 2 in Austria and West Germany, and top 10 in France, Ireland, Norway, and Switzerland, making it a classic of the sophistipop genre. A year after its release, it was covered by Broadway legend Liza Minnelli on her album Results, a major collaboration between Minnelli and the Pet Shop Boys. Tikaram has said that she felt deeply honoured by the performance. Tikaram was nominated for Best British Single and Female Artist at the Brit Awards in 1989, but she didn't secure the win in either category, losing the gong for Best Song to Perfect by Fairground Attraction and the Female Artist Award to Annie Lennox. I reckon she can take solace that she was in phenomenally good company that year. Sadly, each successive album garnered less and less attention, although she has continued to tour and she played Glastonbury Music Festival in 2021. She's about to release a new album in October this year called Liar, an acronym for Love Isn't a Right. So there you have it, Twist In My Sobriety by Tanita Tikaram. That is your 80s song of the day. I hope you enjoy it, and if you want to hear my twist on more 80s tracks, then join me next time for another 80s Song of the Day.
Look, my eyes are just holograms. Look, your love has drawn red from my hands, from my hands.